What is pragmatism? Pragmatism is also known as experimentalism or instrumentalism. Pragmatism focuses on experience. Unlike realism, pragmatism means that we not only understand the world through math and science, but also through one another. With pragmatism, knowledge is relative to each person.
There are three philosophers primarily associated with pragmatism. American philosopher Charles Sanders Peirce was a mathematician and a logician. He was also credited with developing the theory of pragmatism. Peirce believed that ideas are merely hypotheses until tested and verified through experience.
Another philosopher associated with pragmatism is William James. James was a psychologist and a philosopher, and he incorporated his views of pragmatism into both fields. William James believed that experience should take precedence over abstractions because experience is open-ended and pluralistic. James also emphasized the importance of experience. William James is the author of What Pragmatism Means. James writes that the central point of his own doctrine of truth is that truth emerges from facts. James spread his ideas about truth by creating pragmatism.
Finally, John Dewey is also associated with pragmatism. It is speculated that John Dewey had the greatest influence on American pragmatism. Dewey believed that experience, thought, and consequences were interrelated.
The curriculum of a pragmatic-based classroom would include an integration of history, geography, and science. Dewey found that history and geography were particularly relevant in order to explain human activity or solve social problems.
Pragmatists consider the purpose of the school to be modeling a progressive, democratic society. John Dewey and other pragmatists believe that the purpose of education is to stress function or experience through problem solving and the scientific method. Dewey felt that the scientific method could reliably increase human good.
Some of the preferred methods of teaching by pragmatism includes learning by doing, problem solving, experimentation, hands-on activities, collaborative thinking, and deductive thinking. In the pragmatic classroom, one would see a lot of social interaction and group activities.
Pragmatists believe that students are evolving and that they are active beings that are capable of interacting with the environment. Pragmatists believe that teachers should model the most authentic type of knowledge, primarily experimental knowledge. A pragmatic teacher is expected to model reflective thinking as well as teach the application of the scientific method. An ideal application of pragmatism in a special education classroom would include a sensory table for hands-on learning, as well as various fine motor and gross motor activities. These activities would be designed specifically to meet the needs of students for socialization, interaction, hands-on learning, and fine or gross motor development. Pragmatists believe in learning by doing, and these activities break away from traditional textbook learning to give students a more experimental approach of learning.
In an English classroom, pragmatism could be applied as a form of critical thinking. Students will gain experience through problem solving by working in groups and having class discussions. These are also ways to incorporate the social interaction that pragmatism finds so important. Having students set goals and forge their own theories is a form of systematic reporting and analysis, which are emphasized in the scientific method. Pragmatists believe that the teacher takes the role of researcher and project director. In an English classroom, teachers should be able to lead class discussions and help students with reflective thinking.
Pragmatism is one of the many educational philosophies that have greatly influenced modern education, thus can be applied in various subjects and classroom environments.